Okay, good morning. Um, we will continue with our discussion under Module 2. So, sa Unit 4 na po tayo, heuristic going through a process. So, under heuristic going to a process, wait lang ah. So, dito na tayo sa Unit 4, the second to the last unit. Ah, yung unit, hanggang Unit 5 lang po tayo. So, after the Unit 5, perhaps you're going to have one quiz for the coverage for the one quiz will be your unit 3, 4, and 5. So isang quiz lang ibibigay ko for this final session, final week. So yung and then pag wala na po tayong klase, just do your activities and do your project, which is your mathematical investigation. So baka by next week or next week, i-upload ko yung gagawa ko ng Google form for your database para doon nyo lang i-submit ang inyong mathematical investigations which is in Word file. Sa MS Word yung gawin yung inyong mathematical investigation na ibigay ko na last meeting yung the format of your mathematical investigation sa Google, sa ating GC, okay? So under sa Unit 4, which is the heuristics going through a process, may apat na heuristics na di-discuss ko dyan. The first is the act it out, work, then second, work it backwards. And the third one is the use an equation of formula. And then yung pang-apat is the before after concept. Okay? So we will continue now with the four topics. Okay, so we will start with the act it out. So ano tong act it out? So heuristic act it out. So from yung kanyang yung tawag dyan, yung kanyang model, yung drawing. So, nag-a-act, yung mayroong mga tao na nag-a-act, yung mga clowns, they play, portray something. So, ganun po din po yung act it out na heuristics. So, what is this act it out? So, it is a mathematics problem solving strategies where you use concrete object. Ano tong concrete objects? The things that you can touch and hold. To represent people, pwede siya mag-represent people or items in the given math problems and move them along as you read the word problem to help you see. So parang may ginagamit kayong materials na it will represent the things na given sa problem para it will give you help you see what's going on in the problem. So it is all this act it out is extremely useful for primary school children. Kasi mostly ang mga primary children mas na kaganahan sila o natindihan nila ang mathematics if you have ang tawag diyan, yung parang mayroon silang nakikita. Kesa naman bigay mo sa kanila ng abstract math problems in a word or text. Okay, so this is the act it out. So we will have an example. So for example, we have Kylem, Kiefer, and Emmanuel. Yes, Edeline. So for example, we have Kylem, Kiefer, and Emmanuel are in the school's art club. So their teacher, Mr. Polares, wants two of them to join a contest. How many ways can Mr. Polares choose two peoples? So okay lang ito, no? Kasi tatlo lang yung given natin, tatlong estudyante. Tapos, mag-choose lang ng 2 people si Mr. Polares. So, this is the basic, the easiest example for the act it out. So, meron siyang kumuha si Mr. Polares. It's either kukuha siya ng things or pwede na din susulat na lang siya ng pangalan kasi 3 estudyante lang naman to. So, ang ginawa ni Mr. Polares is, yan, Kylem Keeper and Emmanuel, and Kylem and Emmanuel. So, from here, so nag-act it out siya. So, Mr. Polares can choose 2 peoples in 3 ways. So, ano yung sagot natin? Since sinasabi na tanong is how many ways, so there are 3 ways that Mr. Polares can choose 2 peoples, pupils among these 3 pupils. Okay lang to kasi kukunti lang yung given. So, that is the basic example for act out. Okay, so we're going to the next. So, ito yung medyo sa average. Average, yung level ng difficulty. Okay, so we have here. Ben cuts a cake into 5 equal pieces. So, 5 equal pieces daw. He wants to eat some of the pieces of cake so that the fraction of cake he eats is smaller. Yan yung requirement. Yung kinain daw niya is smaller than the fraction of the cake left. So, yung kinain niya is smaller sa fraction na iniwan niya yung the cake left. What is the greatest? So, hinahanap the greatest possible fraction of the cake that Ben can eat. So, in understanding the problem, ano yung hinahanap? The greatest possible fraction of the cake that Ben can eat. So, what is known or ano yung given? The cake is cut into 5 equal pieces and the fraction of cake he eats is smaller than the fraction of the cake left. So, hindi ba sa plan, so magka-act it out siya. So, ano yung act it out na gagawin niya? So, perhaps, so in carry out the plan, kukuha siya ng 5 things na parehas like 5 marbles, 5 boxes, ganyan. Kasi 5 equal pieces man ang ikakat niyang cake. Okay, so i-carry out, so kumuha siya ng 5 boxes na lang. So if Ben eats 1 piece, yan, ito 1 piece, meron pa siyang 4 na pieces left. So ang fraction niyan is 1/5 is smaller than 4/5. So we all know sa fraction, since ito ay 5, so yun po ang ating denominator. Yung kinuha or kinain is the numerator, and ilang ang natira, yun po yung ating numerator din, is 4/5. So since 1/5 is smaller than 4/5, so okay to. However, tinatanong is the greatest possible fraction. So we will try to look for another one. Baka mas greater pa to ngayon. Okay, so if Ben eats 2 pieces, yan na. Itong dalawa. So may 3 pieces na natira. So meron tayong 2/5 and 3/5. Ang 2/5, we all know 2/5 is smaller than 3/5. So this is also pwedeng gamitin. So ito hindi na pwedeng gamitin kasi meron pang mas greater sa kanya. Kasi sinabi naman ang hinahanap is greatest. So ito na ang gagamitin natin. So ito hindi na kasi this 1/5 is smaller than 2/5. Okay, so next, how about baka meron pang mas malaki sa 2/5? So if Ben eats 3 pieces and tapos may 2 pieces na natira. So ilan na lang? So, tingnan natin. 3/5 now is greater than 2/5. Ang sinabi, The cake, the fraction of a cake that Ben should eat is smaller than the fraction of the cake left. Since it is already greater, hence this one is not, hindi na po pwede gamitin. Yan. This does not match the, may walang L to. The word problem. So since it does not match already the word problem, so we stick with this one. This is the greatest possible fraction of the cake that Ben can eat. So, diretso na tayo sa review the solution. Yan. Did I give the answer as a fraction? Yes. Nagbigay tayo ng 2/5. 2/5 is the greatest possible fraction of the cake that Ben can eat. Is the fraction he ate smaller than the fraction left? Yes. 2/5 is less than or smaller than 3/5. Is it the greatest possible fraction of cake he can eat? Yes po. Because siya na yung pinakamataas kesa sa 1/5. Ang sunod sa kanya is 3/5, which is already not the fraction that we want that Ben should eat, which is smaller than the fraction of the cake left. Okay. So, tama yung ating answer, which is 2/5. So, ganun po yung ating review the solution. Okay, so that's all for the act it out. So, yung act it out, meron kayong kukunin na things para magiging resemblance or anything that will make you see what is going on sa problem na yon. Kaya nga sinabi act it out. So, gagawin mo in the real life scenario, yung, hindi naman real life kasi mayroon lang tayong representative of each given na mga things na nakikita natin sa ating kapaligiran. Yon. So, now we going to the heuristic work it backward or work backwards. So, tingnan nyo yung drawing. So, nagatrabaho siya or nagasolve siya wherein pabaliktad po siya. So, ganun po yung literally. So, we're going to we're going to solve the problem backwards. So, ano po yan? So, work backwards is a method that works well for problems. So, ito ay works well for problems where a series of operations is done on an unknown number and you're only given the result. So, ibig sabihin, mas maganda gamitin daw ang work backwards pag unknown lahat yung mga numbers and ang given ng number is the result. So, siyempre, gagamitin mo work backwards kasi mayroon lang answer ang result. Yung mga yung the previous number is unknown. Yun yung hinahanap. O yung beginning, yun yung po yung hinahanap. So, gagawin nyo talaga yung work it backwards. Okay, next. To use this method, start with the result. So, we're going to start with the result and apply the operation in reverse order until you find the starting number. So, start at the end of the problem and work through to the beginning. So, work it backwards po ang ganyan. Result, then beginning. Okay, next. So, we have here an example. Raiden had some stickers in his collection. He bought 20 more stickers. Wait lang So, Raiden had some stickers in his collection. He bought 20 more stickers and gave 33 stickers to his sister. He had 46 stickers left. How many stickers did Raiden have in his collection at first? O, yan po yung tinatanong. At first, ilan yung meron stickers si Raiden? So, gagamitin natin, kasi hinahanap yung first, edi gagamitin po natin si work it backwards. Mas maganda kasi gagamitin si work it backwards sa mga problem na ito. So, ano yung sinasabi? Ryden had some stickers in his collection. He bought 20 more stickers. Walang given eh. Sinabi lang, he bought 20 more stickers. So, 20 plus something. Ano yung something na yun? And he gave 33 stickers to his sister. Ngayon, meron siyang 46 stickers left. So, how many stickers did Ryden have in his collection at first? So, ang problem dito, kasi 20 more, so x plus 20. So, we need to determine anong tong x para i-add natin sa 20. And yun po yung ating stickers na meron si Ryan at first. Ryden at first. So, meron tayong ganito. Yan. So, gumawa siya ng ganyan. Kasi babalik siya sa backward. Bakit backward? Okay. Meron tayong 46 stickers na left. Yan po. Okay, so we'll start first At first, which is ano yung hinahanap natin. So we have C1 plus 20. Ito na yun. And then, binigay, kung ano yung answer sa C1 plus 20 is the C2. C2 minus 33, which meron tayong left is 46. Ano tong 33? Ito po yung stickers na binigay niya sa sister. So ngayon, since mag-work tayo ng backwards, so yung minus 33 ngayon ay magiging plus. And yung plus na yon ay magiging minus. So, ganyan. So, before C2, so meron tayong 46 plus 33 equals 79. So, at first, 79 minus 20 equals 59. So, paano yung ginawa? Ganito meron tayo dito. C1 plus 20. Kasi sinabi dito, 20 more. He bought 20 more stickers. So, ibig sabihin, merong C1 plus 20 kasi more Additional of 20 po ito. Tapos, yung C2 na yan po yung C1 plus the 20. C2 minus 33 because he gave 33 stickers to his sister, which he had now 46 stickers left. So what will be the next now? So since meron tayong minus 33, gagawin natin tong plus. Ito yung minus, plus, gagawin natin minus. So ito yung question marks. So before ng C2, ano ang answer mo? Ito yung before. So before ng C2, ano yan? 46 plus 33, which is 79. Ito na yung 79 dito. So 79, so at first, 79 minus 20, ito na yung 59. Yan po. So ibig sabihin, meron siyang 59 stickers sa una. Kasama na yung 20 So that's the how you answer. So Ryden now has 59 stickers in his collection at first. Okay? So next. So meron tayong another example para mas maintindihan natin ano yan? Work it backwards. So time check, 9 o'clock, we still have 30 minutes more. So a train left the first station with some passengers. At the second station, 100 passengers got off and 156 passengers got on. There were 788 passengers left on the train. So how many passengers were there at the beginning? So, to understand the problem, ano yan? How many passengers were left on the train? So magtatanong kayo, how many passengers were left on the train? So meron tayong Left on the train, 788. Yan. How many passengers got off? Merong 100. How many passengers got on? 156. What do I have to find? Yung at the beginning na passenger. So, what should I do? So, ito na yung devise a plan. So, I can work backwards. Yan po yung magiging gagawin natin. Because ang tinatanong is, how many passengers were there at the beginning? So, we will now carry out the plan. Yan po nangyari. Yan. So, meron tayong 788 passengers left. Since merong passengers na got on the train. Tapos, meron ding passengers got off the train. So, how many passengers will there be? So, ganyan. By working backwards, yan. Ano nangyari dyan? So, naging plus to dito Hindi pa iniibig sabihin i-plus po natin yan sa 788. Ang ibig sabihin po to, at the beginning ng passengers, mayroong nagbaba ng 100. So, minus 100, ito na naman si passengers. Hindi natin alam kung ilan yung passengers. After that, may nag-got on na 156 passengers. That is why naging 788 passengers. So, by working backwards, nandyan po siya, yung babae na yan, thinking. So, blank plus 156 equals to 78. Ano yan? Si blank. Ito yon. Second. So, si blank din minus 100 give us 632. So, paano yan? Saan yung kinuha ang 632? Okay. Ganyan. Yan si nakuha dyan. Nakuha si 632 dito. Yan. Saan yan? 788. Since ito ang hinahanap, yung second. So, itong 156, pupunta sa kabila ng equal sign. Since it is positive or plus siya dito, so pag pupunta siya sa kabila, magiging minus sign na po siya. So, 788 minus. So, 788 minus 156 give us 632. Sa 632, yun po ang magiging answers ninyo dito. Wherein, naghahanap kayo ng passengers from the beginning minus the 100, it will give you the 632. So, hence, since itong hinahanap, since minus sign po siya dito, pupunta siya sa kabila ng equal sign, it will be a positive sign. So, 632 plus the 100 give us 732. So, ano ngayon tong 732? 732 ang number of passengers at the beginning. At the beginning. So, ganun po yung paggawa. So, i-analyze nyo niyang mabuti. Working backwards. So, kailangan meron siya blank passengers, tapos nag-add, tapos 788. So, ngayon, paano ko gagawin? So, question mark, plus 156, plus 788. So, get the, the question mark na passengers, nakuha natin 632. So, yung 632, yun po yung passengers sa second. So, ibig sabihin, blank passengers minus 100 is equals to this second, which is the 632. Yan. Tapos, do the operations until nakuha natin na there were 732 passengers at the beginning. Okay. Next. So, in review the solutions, so, titingnan nyo. So, ano ang gagawin? So, since 732 ang ating passengers at the beginning, i-minus nyo 100, 632. And then, i-add nyo ng 156. Dapat, ang answer nyo is 788. So, since it's 788, then my answer is correct. So, ganun lang po ang ating work it backwards. So, di ba, challenging yung work it backwards. Baka meron dyan gustong gumawa ng mathematical investigation using work it backward process. Okay, so next. So, mayroon pa tayo another example for the work it backwards. Okay, we have a rectangle that has an area of 40 square meter. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 26 meter, what are the length and the width of the rectangle? So ito, pwede din itong gawing backwards because meron tayong result na. So meron tayong area, which is 40 square meters, and meron din tayong perimeter, which is 26 meters. So ang hinahanap is the length and the width. So yan. So we all know that the length, the area is length times width, and the perimeter is 2 times width plus 2 times the length. So, yan. So, yung ngayon, yung area, meron tayong answer 40. Yung perimeter naman, meron tayong answer 26. So, bakit use a formula or equation na to? Wait lang may problem ang aking... Wait. Baka nauna yung question. Meron ba tayong equation? Okay, sorry Meron pa pala itong equation, definition. So, nauna ako sa aking equation. So, pakita ko lang yung definition ng equation. So, hindi na pala yung hindi na pala yung work it backwards. So, pwede naman yung work it backwards, but since we are dealing with the equation, so yun na po, sa equation na po siya napofall. Use an equation or formula po yun siya. Okay. Wait lang Ano nangyari sa aking Word? Ito na lang. Sorry hindi ko nakita yun. Okay. Kahit dito pala, wala yung aking definition ng formula or equation. What happened? Okay, ito yung wala Okay, so sorry for that Yung isang Word file ko pala sa module is wala ito. Okay, so this is the heuristic use a formula or equation. So as you can see sa babae, sinusulat niya po yung formula. So from that, makikita natin na ginagamit o sumasama siya sa given formula. So it is a problem-solving strategy that students can use to find an answer to math problems involving geometry, percents, measurements, or algebra. So pang may geometry kasi merong siyang mga area, perimeter, volume, mga ganyan. So it involves measurements or something. So pwede po heuristic, use a formula or equation ang gagamitin natin. So to solve this problem, students must choose the appropriate formula and substitute data in the correct places of a formula. So it is a problem-solving strategy that can be used for problems that involve converting units or measuring geometric objects. So for example, ito yung pinaka-easiest example. Wait before I go to the example number 2. What is the missing number in blank divided by 1/7 equals 21? So yung given natin is, yung given natin is 1/7 and 21. Ang hinahanap is ito, yung before ng division. So since we are involving a formula or equation, formula to. This is a formula. No. This is an equation, sorry. This is an equation because it only involves numbers and operation. So, pag formula, it involves variables like may area is equals to 2W plus 2L. Yun po yung formula. It involves variables, yung A, W, and L. But this one, it involves all numbers and operations. So that is an equation po. Okay, so dito tayo. So magke-carry out plan tayo since it is ganito yung given, magiging times na po siya. Bakit magiging times? Ang division can be changed into times wherein yung sa denominator pupunta na sa numerator. Kung ano yung sa numerator, pupunta sa denominator. Yun po. So, and then, equals, question mark, or the unknown, times 7, wala nang 1, because 7/1 is still 7, equals 21. Ngayon, since pupunta yung 7 sa kabila ng equal sign, yung times ay magiging divide. Parehas lang din sa plus and minus. Pag positive siya sa kabilang sign at pupunta siya sa kabila, magiging minus na siya. Pag negative siya, pupunta siya sa kabila, magiging plus. And so with this, pag times siya, pupunta siya sa kabila, division. Pag division siya, pupunta siya sa kabila, magiging times po siya. Okay? So get the inverse of the operation. Okay, now we have 21 divided 7, and this will give us 3. Ngayon, review the solution. So in the review of the solution, so meron tayong 3 divide 1/7. So, saan to kinuha? Ito yan. Ito na ang answer. So, i-substitute na natin dito. Kailangan pag i-3 divide 1/7 natin, kailangan yung answer mo is 21. Or else pag hindi 21, in the review of the solution, therefore, your answer is not correct. So, 3 divided by 1/7. So, meron tayong 3 times 7/1. So, pwede din kahit nandito siya hindi siya nag-change ng equal signs position, kunin lang po natin yung inverse. So, example, divide, naging times siya dito, pero yung numerator, nandun sa denominator, and denominator, nandun sa numerator. So, we have 3 times 7 divided by 1, become 21. So, since 21, which is ang dapat na answer, therefore, your answer is correct, which is 3. Okay, now we go to example number 2. Dito tayo sa kabila na. Okay. So, we have there, babalik po tayo. So, ito yun. So, change ko na yung area into 40. Bakit hindi na nakapolpe? at yung perimeter to 26. So ngayon, gagamitin ko is a use of formula or equation. Okay, next. So, i-carry out na natin ang plan. Sinabi dito, 40 is equals to length times width. What are the different factors of 40 na pwede maging si L and si width? So, 40, meron tayong 2 times 20. So, it's either LC2 or 20 ang width. Meron din tayong 4 times 10 and 5 times 8. These are the factors that can give you 40. Ngayon, don't forget the perimeter. Perimeter should be 26. And meron tayong 2 times the width plus 2 times the length. So, gagamitin natin itong mga given. Kasi yan po yung mga factors that will satisfy the first equation. Yan. Or the first formula. Okay. So, I'm going to start with the 2 times 20, where L is 2 and W or the width is 20. So, if substitute ko 2 times the width, 20 plus 2 times 2, it gives me 44. Hindi siya equals to 26. Makatanong niyo sa akin, ma'am, saan kinuha yung 26? Yan po given po. The perimeter should be 26. So, since nag-substitute tayo sa dito, we assume that the length is 2 and the width is 20. Hence, unfortunately, ang pag-solve natin will give us 44, which is not equal to the required number, which is 26. Hence, hindi po to ang gagamitin nating value. Yan. So, erase na natin to. Next. So, 4 times 10. Yan. So, 4 times 10, we will substitute the length and the width with the 4 and 10. And nakuha po natin na it will give us 28, not 26. Hence, this is not also the answer. Yan. Erase natin yan. Next. 5 times 8. Yan, 5 times 8. So, substitute the 5 and 8 to the length and the width. And then, ngayon, nakita natin na it gives us the 26 na kailangan natin sa perimeter na 26. Therefore, this is the correct answer. Yan. Ito yung ating correct answer. Therefore, ano ang length? 5 ang length. Ang width naman is 8. This will give us, so, check natin yan sa ating review of solution. So, 5 and 8 ang ating length. Length is 5, width is 8. So, the area, if we're going to multiply 5 times 8, it will give us 40, which is, the area daw is 40. So, check. We have also 5 times 8. So, 2 times the 8 and 2 times the 5. If we add them, it gives us 26, which is the perimeter of the given angle. So, check. So, therefore, our answer is correct. So, ganun lang po yung using an equation or a formula po. Okay? So, ngayon, sa last part na tayo. So, I still have 11 minutes more. Okay. The last heuristic is the use before and after concept. Parang parehas lang din siya ng, I guess, parehas lang na siya ng work and backwards. So, meron siyang before, then yung after. So, titingnan natin ano yung ibig sabihin nito. Okay, so the before and after concept used in equations, used in questions where there is a change resulting in a before situation and an after situation. So, merong change po galing sa before and after. So, I need to compare the two situations in order to understand the question fully and find a way to solve it. So, it is a mas maganda daw siya i-combine with the draw a diagram, model, and picture method. Okay, so we will now go to the example. May isang example lang ako with this before-after concept. So for example, we have Ray and Sam each brought some money for shopping. The ratio of the amount of Ray's money to the amount of Sam's money was 3:4. Yan. After each of them bought a laptop for 1250, so 1,250 pesos, the ratio of the amount of Ray's money to the amount of Sam's money become 1:3. How much money did Sam bring for shopping? So tingnan nyo, parang parehas siya sa work it backwards. Kasi hinahanap niya ilan yung pera na dinala ni magkano yung pera na dinala, ilan yung pera na dinala ni Sam para mag-shopping. So parang parehas lang din how many passengers at the beginning kasi nag-start tayo sa first. So since meron ito before and after concept, so sa anong sinabi? Kasi dalawang concept lang siya meron. Wherein, sinabi dito, the ratio of the amount of raised money to the amount of some money was 3/4. Ito yung ratio nila sa before concept. After each of them bought a laptop for 1,250 na yung laptop yung ratio ng kanilang money is naging 1:3. So how much did Sam bring for shopping? So perhaps this time, mas maganda ang gamitin ang before and after concept. So paano? Yan. Ito yung before and after concept na sinasabi ko. Mas easy siya, mas easy itong gawin sa before and after kaysa sa yung work it backwards. Kasi maraming walang given. Kasi ratio lang ginagamit. Okay, so we have here, this is Ray, and this is for Sam. Ano tong 3, 6, 4, 8, 1/2? Okay, tingnan natin. The ratio between Ray and Sam is 3/4. Ito yung 4. So we have 3:4. 4. So ang difference nila sa 3 and 4 is 1. Paano kinuha ang difference? Just subtract 4 minus 3, 1. Okay. Wag muna tayo. Change ko na lang kay parehas ang kulay. Okay. So we will have 3 and 4 and the 1. Okay. Next. Bakit nag-multiply siya ng 2? Okay, tingnan natin. After each of them bought a laptop for 1250, the ratio of the amount of raised money to the amount of Sam's money because 1/3. So ito yung difference, no? Okay, yung after na tayo muna. Kasi ang binigay dito is after. Ang given is after. So we have 1/3. So yung after, si Ray is 1, si Sam is 3. So anong difference? 3 minus 1 gives you 2. So since the difference is 2 and this one is the difference is 1. So paano natin gawin din itong 2? So ito na yung sinasabi. Magmumultiply po siya ng 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. Since nag-multiply po tayo ng 2, magmumultiply din po tayo ng 2 sa ratio nila. So 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. Yan. So what's next? Yan. Yan po nangyari. So 8 minus 3 equals to 5 units equals to 1,250. 8 units. Ano yan nangyari? So ano nangyari dyan? Okay. Tingnan natin kung paano nakuha yan. So we have 6:8 na for this one. So ngayon, saan kunuha yung 8 minus 3? Sinabi daw, after each of them bought a laptop for 1250, the ratio, so 1250 yung, what is that? The amount of laptop. So, tingnan nyo sa before, meron na tayong 6:8 equals 2. Yan. Difference yan ilagay ko na lang ganyan kasi hindi yan equals. Ito naman, 1:3. So, 2. Okay. So, yung 8 minus 3, kinuha yan kay Sam. Dito. So, 8 minus 3 equals to 5 units, which is equals to 1250. Ano tong 1250? Ito yung amount ng laptop. So, yung 8 units na yan, saan napunta si 5 times 8? Bakit napunta yan dito? Oh, tingnan nyo mabuti Ito. Kasi pinopos niya muna si Sam. Bakit si Sam? Tingnan nyo, ang question is, how much money did Sam? So, si Sam lang ang kukunin natin na before and after. Hindi na kasama si Ray. Si Sam ang concentrate natin. This is one. Yan. Ngayon, nakuha na natin ito. 8 minus 3, this equals to 5, equals to 1250. Bakit minus 3? Kasi, bakit daw? Ito na yung natirang mo 3. Ibig sabihin, yung 5 units na yun yung binayad mo, yun yung binayad ni Sam sa laptop. Take note bakit minus ang ginamit ko? 8 minus 3. This is the before and this is the after Sam bought the laptop. Therefore, isubtract po natin. Ibig sabihin, yung 5 na yon is the amount na money binayaran niya sa laptop. Okay, gets na natin. Next, saan din ito kinuha? Yan. So, 8 units equals to 1250 divided by 5 times 8. Bakit may divide 5 tapos times 8? Oh, bakit may divide 5? Okay. May divide 5. Wait May divide 5 siya. Kasi 5 units is equivalent to 1250. Yan. Ano yung 5 units na yan? Dito yung galing, Ito yung nawala before and after na binili yung laptop. Ang nawala sa kanya na galing sa 8 is yung 5. So therefore, itong 5 units is equivalent to 1250 na binayaran niya. So therefore, para makuha natin kung ilang unit meron sa 5, so 1250 divide nyo natin sa 5. So for 1 unit, equivalent ang 1250 or 1,250, divide natin sa 5. Ano magiging answer? So we have 2, tapos 10, 25 is 5, 250. 250, 250. Okay, 250 yung answer. 250 pesos per unit. Okay, bakit ka nag-multiply pa siya ng 8? Yan yun. Bakit pa siya nag-multiply sa 8? May question, may answer ba dyan? Okay, ganito Bakit siya nag-multiply sa 8? Sinabi ng question, how much money did Sam bring for shopping? Since ang per unit is equivalent of 250 pesos, since meron naman siya, ang tinatanong is before. So, ilan yung pera na binala niya before siya nagbili ng laptop? So, ibig sabihin si 8 yon, hindi si 3. So, kailangan mong i-multiply yung 250 times the 8. Kasi ito yung anyang before ratio. Before niya binili yung laptop. Kasi ang question is, ilan yung, how much money did Sam bring for the shopping? So, 250 times the 8 give us 2,000. Hence, 2,000 po ang dinala ni Sam for shopping. So, question dyan. O, tapos na tayo. So, any question? 9:30, tamang-tama talaga. O, any questions po regarding sa, anong tawag dyan? Before and after concept. Question. May question ba?
Wala na, ma'am.
Okay, so no questions. So by Friday, I will going to upload the explore, elaborate, and evaluate. And these activities will be, deadline nito is December 20 of 2020. So, December 20, tagal-tagal pa. By next week, so it will be our last topic for for Unit 5, Module 2. So, yun ang yun ang last topic natin. Then, wala na po tayong topic. Ang gagawin nyo na lang is to wait for the quiz 1, do all your activities, and ano pa? Wait for the midterm and final exam, which is the last week of January, and ano pa? You do your mathematical investigation. So, ibig sabihin na, you have a lot of time to do your mathematical investigation. Kasi last topic na natin will be next week. So, wala na po kayong gagawin kundi do all your activities. Wait for the link of quiz number 1 by next week. And most of the time is review for your final exam and do your mathematical investigation. So, any questions po? So, I guess no questions. Regarding po sa results ng inyong quiz 1 and 2 and for the midterm, you wait for me until, sinabi ko naman sa group chat natin, no, hanggang Friday. Pag wala po kayong natanggap hanggang Friday ng gabi na email galing from me for the results, hence, you're going to message me, direct message po sa Messenger on Monday para doon ko na lang sa Messenger ibibigay. Okay? So, if no questions, please open your camera for my documentation. Okay. So, wait lang ha. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, so thank you for your time. Stay safe and God bless. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.